And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Rate Field. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Chicago White Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Chicago White Sox.
And on the hill, the lefty, Tyler Gilbert. What do you have on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And we're underway here on the south side of Chicago. The 1-0. And another ball.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
Here's a 2-0. And that one fouled off. Here's a 2-1. That one fouled off. In the air, right field, under it. And there's one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
To second, pulls him off the bag.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
One out, runner at second. Here is Matt Olson. That one ripped, but foul. Dubon leads off second with one gone in the inning.
Oh, one.
Gets him to chase after that one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's two down.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And a foul ball. That one lifted to left. Benintendi should have this one. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And going for Atlanta, Carlos Carrasco. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Right through there for a strike. One now. That clips the corner. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to one challenge left.
Owen.
The 1-2.
Whoa.
Swing and a ground ball. Over to Smith. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
So up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Benintendi gets a chance to hit here. That one finds the corner, and that's strike one. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Out of here. A two-run blast. And the White Sox strike first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
One down. Now the third baseman, Colson Montgomery.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Now it's the shortstop, Chase Mydroff.
Strike one.
Yo, one to third, and that one handled to first. 2 down.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Jacob Gonzalez. In the air, left field. Yastrzemski under it. And that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Back here on the south side, top of the second.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
In the air, right field. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here comes Austin Riley.
Up.
And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. That one outside, and that's ball 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Grant Taylor, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. 2-0. And another ball. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Out to short, Mydroff. The throw to first. Yeah. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, base is empty. Mike Yastrzemski up here. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Check swing called strike. 0-2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Ball.
fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Ball.
Tapped up the first base side. Gonzalez. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Braves go down quickly here. They trail in this one 3-0. Back at right field. We head to the bottom of the second. Tristan Peters steps to the plate for the White Sox. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Drew Romo digs in now.
Drew Romo.
Oh.
And the 1-0. Runner on the go. This one in the air center field. Takes it in for the out.
Batting ninth, right fielder.
So now
number
with
51.
one away and a man at second. Now it's the right fielder. On the ground to first. Smith takes it to the bag. Out. Number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, number 17.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Sam Antonacci now at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. The White Sox lead 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Now pitching for the
We're
White
back to
Sox.
start the third, and there's a new
Number
arm on the mound,
31,
Grant Taylor.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Jorge Mateo now. He's been a great free agent sign.
Let's go, Grant.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That one out to right, on his way over. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And it is gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. And they're chipping away. It's 3-1.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Here's Acuna. Flied to right his first time. And
Nope,
that's
that's
outside.
away.
Ball one. Way
That's the ball.
inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one is downstairs. 3-1. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Yeah, Acuna will take his base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Doubled his first time up. And there's a foul ball. Acuna, the base runner at first with one out. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Ball one. Hey!
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. Man at second. Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
That's outside. And now it's 3-2. Ozzie Albies in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Set down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So the Braves get one back on the solo. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Here on the south side, here's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the Major League average.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
One more, let's go!
Benintendi batting with one down takes a strike.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Here we go, Andrew. Find your pitch, baby.
The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2.
That's the ball. No, that's a ball.
And
That's
that
a ball.
skips in the dirt. In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for the White
When you
Sox,
flare a ball out behind
third
second base, it's
baseman,
really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Montgomery, the next to hit, takes outside. Man at first, one away. Fouled off. He was late. Here's a 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
for the White Sox,
And up next for Chicago, Chase Maidra. Grounded out his first time up. And there's a strike. Two on, one out. And a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Gonzalez in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third.
No,
Good spot
that's
for
a
the
ball.
hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Outside low. 3 balls and a strike.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground right side. Flips it. And very nicely done for the out. White Sox strand a couple as the lead remains 3-1. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. This one in the air right field. And that is a foul ball. The 0-1. That one at triple digits. Albies wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Oh!
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Atlanta. First
Now it's
baseman,
Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 1.
Hey!
Albies on at first. Nobody out. Strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
The 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
It gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Austin Riley at the plate. Check swing. He went. That's strike 2.
That's a ball. There you go.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Yastrzemski stands in now and watches strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
In the dirt. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere. Quick move to first. Albies dives back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
On to first, out number 3. One left for Atlanta, and they still trail it here 3-1. Back here on the south side, bottom 4, Tristan Peters steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Peters.
In the air to left center. Yastrzemski takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher Drew Romo.
Ball. No, that's low.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Two one now. And that's down and away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And that's ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Activity in the bullpen. Didier Fuentes, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Suarez getting loose as well. The 1-0. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. In there safely. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
Man at second.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ripped on the ground to second. Slings to first. He's out.
Now
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Number 17.
First offering way inside, almost got him. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball, low.
On the ground. Gets him easily, ends the inning. So 1 left for the White Sox, and the score stays 3-1.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm,
Number
Brandon
53.
Iser.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Leading off for the Braves, shortstop Jorge Mateo.
That one catches the corner.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 0-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop.
A defensive
Luis
change
Angel
for the White
Acuna.
Sox.
He's forced into
Now
the game
playing
at shortstop due to the
Number
injury.
0, Luis Angel Acuna.
Swinging a foul straight back. In the air, left field, and it falls. Benintendi hustles to get it in, and it's now first and second to start the inning.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot.
No, that's a ball.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball, inside.
And another ball. Mauricio Dubon on deck for Atlanta. Here's a 3-0. And that'll
That's
load
low.
the bases.
Ball 4.
Pretty much
Take
the
a base.
last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Swings through that one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Good job to fight that one off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The 2-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. The 2-2. Swings, and this one's flared. Down the line, and it's foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2-2 now. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And he walked
Take it
it.
back.
The run comes in and a hard-fought walk. Bases still loaded with the runner at first representing the winning run. Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. Not even close there. And it's 1-0.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Late swing, foul to the left. Bases loaded, nobody out, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's ripped into the outfield. Should be extra bases. One runs in. Another comes in to score. The relay to the plate. He's in there. And they lead by 2.
Bases loaded, huge spot, and he came through right there to put him ahead by 2. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brandon Iser done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the White
So out of the
Sox.
pen comes the right-hander, number 63.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
That one pulled foul. Man at second. And that skips into dirt. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Whoa.
Here's a 2-2. Gets under and pops it up. Gonzalez has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Dominic Smith.
So now with one away and a man at second. And here's the first baseman, Dominic Smith.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Gets the call. Strike one. Smith thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Still only one out here in the inning. And that misses. And now 3-0.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
In there at the knees. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, boo.
No.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Runners at first and second with one gone. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Grounder might be two. There's one. On to first, double play. But four score in the inning. Three of them on this bases clearing double. It's now a 5-3 ball game. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Right side, Smith. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Third baseman, Colson Montgomery.
Man at first with one gone. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery. He's already homered in this game.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Makes the grab.
Up next for the White Sox, the shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna.
That's a ball.
Acuna goes 5 feet 7 inches, 24 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That one catches the zone. Strike one.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1. Swing and a bouncer. Mateo. They take the force out, and that's the inning. The White Sox leave one. They're still down 5-3. Back at right field. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Now pitching for the
New
White
pitcher
Sox,
for the White Sox,
number
Sean
15.
Newcomb.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. He's grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on
Up
strikes.
next for Atlanta, shortstop, Jorge Mateo.
There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Trevor Richards getting ready to go. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2 now. Stays alive.
That's the ball.
That
That's
one
the ball.
way inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here's Sandy Leon. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
In there at the knees, and the count 1 and 2. Base hit. So now back to the top of the order. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
That misses. Ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fastball is outside. The 2-1. Acuna punches one foul right side. And now 2 and 2. Lined into left center, base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder,
Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Back
them,
now for the bottom of the
number
sixth,
72.
and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Didier Fuentes.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this
And
year,
leading off
and that's
the
his
White
first
Sox,
test. This looks
first
like a good move to the pin in
baseman,
terms of the
number
matchup.
89.
You know, these White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Here comes the 0-1. Backed off the plate that time. Fouled off left side.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Oh!
3-2 now.
That's
Didn't
inside.
get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yastrzemski moving under it. One up, one down.
Up next for the White Sox, center fielder, Tristan Peters.
Ball.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Slides for the stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher, Drew Romo.
Drew Romo steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Brings it in. That is the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Top of inning number 7. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson.
Ball. High. Ball.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The 2-1. And a breaking ball misses outside. That one
That's
misses.
4. Take your
So
base.
a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
That clips the corner.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning.
Well, I really like this right here. He knocked the ball down on that dive and then was able to pick it up, get it to second base, cut that lead runner off, and that's keeping a guy out of scoring position.
One out man at first. Dominic Smith next up for the Braves. Fouled off to the right. And the 0-1. Way out front for strike two. And that's the strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Sean Newcomb gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Trevor
White Sox.
Richards on the pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. The 0-1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second. 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Here on the south side. And now the right fielder, number 51.
Right fielder, number 51.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Oh.
This one in the air, right field. And that will fall. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate.
Oh.
Now 1-1. Bounce to the left side. Riley. 1 at second. Throw to first and beat it.
He's in there.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter, Miguel.
Next is the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas. 1 for 3. Quick toss to first, and he's back in easily. Close
No,
one,
that's a
doesn't
ball.
get the call. Ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The Braves holding on to a 2-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And fouled off. Here's the 0-2. That one ran inside, almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Tying run at the plate. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Didier Fuentes out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
New
Atlanta,
pitcher for the Braves,
number
Tyler
45,
Kinley.
Tyler
32nd
Kinley.
appearance.
Ball.
The 1-0. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Struck him out looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We go to the
Leading
8th.
off that
Now
lineup,
in for the
left
Braves,
fielder,
Mike
Mike
Yastrzemski. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Yastrzemski wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. So the call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. Very high with that one. And 1-1. Richards, in his 7th season, he features a changeup, a 4-seamer, and he works in a 2-seamer. That one well upstairs. Ball 2. Fought off foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Check swing. He held up. Ball one. Swing and a miss as he was late. That one's in there. That is strike two. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with two strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the two-strike approach.
Sandy Leon next up for the Braves. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer.
That's out the corner.
Two down, nobody on. Bouncer to second. Antonacci tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Braves 5 and the White Sox 3. Back here on the south side. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery. And that is downstairs. And that is ball one.
Nope,
Right
that's
now,
off the
behind
plate.
in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 2-1. And that one missing low. Pitch is in there. Full count now. Got him looking for the K. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Up.
The Braves up by 2 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Oh, 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. No play, that's an infield single.
Now batting, first baseman,
No, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
One down. Jacob Gonzalez steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. There's a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. That one just misses.
That's a really good take.
Ball in the dirt and it gets away. To second. Not going to get him. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tyler Kinley won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Raisel Iglesias.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And that is out of play. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Albies over to first in time. And that is that. It's the Braves 5 and the White Sox 3. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Fastball for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gonzalez steps on the bag. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Mauricio Dubon.
Ball. Inside.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Matt Olson.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Matt Olson.
Ball. Ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swings and misses. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Three and 2 now. Swinging at ball 4. That was off the outside edge. And the Braves go down quietly. And it remains 5-3. Back at right field. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Drew Romo.
Drew Romo.
Hey!
Ground ball up the middle. Mateo in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
No! Nope, that's low.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Foul ball. Two now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. White Sox down to their final out.
Number 17.
Back to the top of the order now. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout.
Hey!
Late swing, foul to the left. The Braves trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Ball game.
Got it.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup.
You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs. But it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Chambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.